Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. I will just show it. So remember to do this, and here's my hostess code for the month, SEDFPP26. Thanks, Judy. Hi, Cecilia. Hi, Carrie. I don't know. I don't remember who I said hello to. Let me move this up here. So, I kind of have a smaller space now, so I'm trying to be more organized. That's pretty funny, I say. All right, so let me bring in the light. Now I forgot the name of this new one, but I'm allowed to open the book now. I didn't it's upside down. Oh, galsy. There they are. And it is, the Old World Paper 3D. But yeah, it looks like crumpled paper. And I love both sides of it. I really do. Like the debossed and the embossed. So it's going to be a struggle which side to use all the time when I use it. So let me put these aside, and we're going to stamp this big guy and his friends. Hi, Cindy. All right, so I probably should have done this on the Stamparatus, but I'm very daring. Okay. So we'll get a good impression and hold it for a second. Ta-da! All right, we got it. So let's let it dry a little bit. I will show you while that's drying. I was just playing for people. I mean, hopefully I'm gonna be having people in my home soon when they lift everything completely, and I figure I'm gonna have new stampers. So this one I did in chalks. I pulled them out and did that just to show that, you know, you can do things quick and it'll still look decent. This one was with watercolor pencils and the blender pen, but just to get some color down, you know, quickly. And on the other one I'm going to do, if I stop talking and get this done, I'll show you something on that one too that's a little different. So I'm going to move this down. I think I got it. All right, so I did pull out some of these, but I never remember. I should write them down, but I never remember exactly what I used. So let's start out, and we'll do the little monkey and get him done. So these are illustrators from Spectrum Noir, which is Crafter's Companion. So I just put a little bit of color. And I know people are, you know, asking me why aren't I using the blends? And I do use them, but not for when I really, especially faces and, you know, all these little other things that I color, because you can really get a different kind of blending when you use these. And let me come back with that darker one. Where you want shadows, you go with the darker one. So there's going to be a shadow there, which I forgot. And then we're going to blend it in. And you go over where you started, where you did the other color, and blend it out. And in some of these spaces, because they're so small, I only used 2 colors. And then when it's little teeny dots or whatever you're coloring, you know, you can color the same way you do the blends. But they're really good for beginners, and I've advanced, and you can't get the same, they blend well, you just can't get the same thing. It's also a much thinner ink, so it wants to absorb in more. Okay, so then the lightest color, you blend over everything. Such little spots. And then just fill in where I didn't put anything yet. And blend it. So there's our little monkey. And sometimes I do 2 coats, and sometimes I just stay to the one. Alright, so for his face, I'm going to try this combination. Or this might have been, let me just check. This might have been, yeah, this is for the bear, so I'll just go ahead and, this is for his belly. And then I'll come back and do the monkey's face. So all those spots, there's going to be, whoops, shadows. That's going to be darker over there. That was a boo-boo. We just want his belly right now. And his nose. His schnoz. Okay. So over where we were, and I know I turn the paper a lot, but that makes it easier. It is starting to storm here. It's been like every day, so I hear the thunder. My dog is probably shaking in the other room. So the original one I did all this in gray and decided to change. I don't know why. And just over where I put all this shading, just to blend it in a little bit. Blend, will ya? Who else popped in? I haven't looked up. Hi, Barb. Hi, Sean. Hi, Pat. Okay. So then, this is one of the ones I use for the face. So I'm going to do, I might even just leave it with this light color. Ah, I think I am. Because when you're not doing like real people, it's more animated. You don't have to do as much shading and make yourself really crazy. So let's do the bear. So this is the darkest color. And then I'm going to make an outline like around the schnoz to make that look like it's sticking up. And if I wanted to really make him look like he had fur, like how I'm flicking right now, I could do that like all over and make more of a fur. But that's going to just make it look like it's popping out a little bit. See, got to cover up that boo-boo. I knew it wasn't going to be too bad there. Hi, Lou. Thank you. Oop, gotta get his little tootsie there. Okay, so let's take the next color. And what these were, let's say cocoa, natural brown, and sand. So you always go over where you were, pull out, and I will be leaving, you know, some space to bring in that lighter color. But like I said, on this you don't have to get as crazy. Oh, the little animation things. So I'm going to leave some space, like on his forehead a little bit. Ooh, the thunder. And around his eye. Okay, so let's bring in that lightest color and see what we got. Because everything gets colored now. And then it gets blended. I like the little toucan. Or is it a toucan? From Massachusetts? Ooh, that thunder. So try and blend that in a little bit. I think he looks okay. He's cute. Forgot his leg. So let's bring in that middle color. I think I'm going to do most of it. Actually, all of it. And then just go over it a little bit with the lightest one. Okay. So now, like for his nose, I'm going to grab 2 grays. So I'm just going to do like the bottom part right there. And then a lighter gray to give him a little bit of like a spot there. So he's basically done. All right, for this one, let's see. These two. So this is mango. So this is the darker color, and I'm only going to do 2 colors there. The same thing with this one. And then the lighter. See, if you watch me on Saturdays, then I do a little bit more coloring with blending. And I'm still learning. So you can learn with me. Alright, so there's that part of it. So now I'm going to take a very light gray. It's Ice Gray 1. So we're going to make him like he's going to stay white, but in order to do that, you have to take a little bit of like a light gray. And I'm just going to flick in a little bit to his eyes there. And then like behind his wing, and just a few spots. There's going to be like a shadow there, a shadow under his beak. So you see how that gives the illusion of it being white? You can throw in a couple little. So really, this one is now done. Okay, I'll save my turtle for last. So let me do the toucan. So I need a red, bright yellow, and we'll do a green. Maybe I want a brighter green. Brighter green. So I'm going to take in the middle of his beak and put just a red line. Oh, orange. Orange, I tell you. Then underneath the red, I'm going to put some orange. And then the green on top of that. A little yellow, orange foot. And then the yellow goes here. So you absolutely could do this with the blends. And then one of the grays, this is like a medium gray. and then one a little bit lighter. Okay, and then around the eye, just a little bit, I'm going to bring in some of the orange. It's turtle time. Okay, so I'm going to take some mossy green. And outline around this. And here. And then his toes are going to be dark. Forgot one. All right, so the next one, let's try this one. And just blend and go over where you were and blend out. Okay, and then I guess I'll do the one that goes right with it. My original one, I added like some other colors to it. That's all right, Nicole. Hi, Karen. Yes, my favorite animal. My turtles. Let's see. I got a lot of them out here already. All right, so I want him to be a little bit greener here. So I'm going to be mixing a little bit of colors. And then I'm going to bring in this like lemon green and go over everything. Oh, that thunder. And that changes like the whole color. Okay, and then, was this the one? No, the chartreuse. So I wanted more of like a yellow in here, so I went over the with the chartreuse, and then brought in, I hope, this is lemon. Yes, lemon yellow. So it just makes it like a little different from his head, his face. All right, so let's move these out of the way. Whoa. And I'm going to come back in and stamp, let's see, 827. I think I'll be able to do most of the other. And then I'm going to stamp, "We think you're the best," right there. Oh, the rolling thunder. Oops. Backwards. Let's not be upside down. Okay, and then I took this die and pre-cut it out. You don't have to worry too much about the bottom because that's gonna totally get glued underneath. But just these top pieces. And then right there. And then I just took a couple of these. Need a little bit more glue there. And there it is. "We think you're the best." So there's one. So then I decided to try it. Now I've pre-cut it out for my scan and cut. So now this is like even easier, except I have all the things like, so I can take like this ivory color, and this is on crumb cake. So I'm going to do his belly in this real light color. Now the thing with using blends on something like crumb cake is it's so porous that because the ink is thinner, it like really grabs in and runs. And this, because the nibs are different, I just can't see where I am. Oh, there. And the ink is a little bit thicker, it doesn't do it as much. Now you're going to see as that dries, because this is really soaking in also, but as it dries it gets lighter. When I use the yellow, you're not even going to know that it's yellow until it dries. A gray. I'll get even a lighter gray. Okay. The monkey. So some of the colors you can tell. But you see how much lighter already that schnoz looks? And here comes the rain. Do you? Rainbow? I love rainbows. Somewhere I have a picture of a double rainbow that I took a picture of years ago. So there's our little monkey. I think I'll come around a little more. So I'm basically going to give him the same face that I did the belly in. Or maybe I'll do this one. Oh, I know which one I could do. I'll try the linen. That's got like a little pinkish tone to it. That'll be a little bit different. All right, I'm gonna do that one with a light yellow. We'll do daffodil. See, I'm not even really worrying about shading, but you can do with, you know, take your same color and, you know, go back a second time and make a little bit of shading. It'll build the orange. I don't want to hear that we're in a drought anymore. Because there is no way. Oop. It's getting closer. So I'm just flicking from the sides. And then I'm going to take a really, really light and hope it works. Just to see if it brings in a second shade for a little highlight. Okay, let's do some green. We'll put that one in the middle. Oh my goodness. Apple. Almost thought it was stopping. Nope, it's not. Okay, so then we're going to come in here with this one. So this is like, you know, you go a little bit faster because you're not blending. Now, if you use the blends for this, you definitely want a very light touch and go fast, or it's just gonna like whoosh. All right, let's do the bear and then the toucan. The bear. Where's me colors? We got mocha and soft brown. You heard it? Yeah. It's like everybody's having storms. This is my first hurricane season down here. It's so exciting. Oh, there was a flicker. I'm coloring as fast as I can. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit more like right up in here, so there's like a shadow. I forgot his ears. Eh. And I forgot his other paw. So I actually did his other paw with the lighter color. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Toucan. Alright, so we're going to do same thing. I'm going to do the red. I'm going to do the orange. And some green. And yellow. Okay, and then a little bit of gray, which is going to look like black. And the orange. Okay. Where's that lighter color? Okay, that's gonna dry a little bit more even. And then it looks like the shading is more on the other side. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, and watch, it's like disappeared from here. I was so good about keeping it. Okay, so this is a chalk marker. So what I did, and it dries a little bit more flat than like some of the other, like the gel pens. And it just brightened up the where it's supposed to be white. Okay, so then on the scanning cut, when I cut this, that I selected 4, and then for this 12. Hi, Debbie. Whoops. I'm gonna glue my hand to something. All right, I can lift this up a little bit. Okay. And then this is Crumb Cake from the new pattern sets. And I should have another little... So what I want to do is stamp the happy birthday so that I'm right in the right spot. Because I know where I want to put it. So I'm going to put that up in the corner. And then I'm going to take from All of Us and put that right down here. Okay. And I didn't even worry about all these, like, chucking out little pieces because I like the way it looks with some that stay behind. Can you hear that rain? Wow. Wowzer, wowzer. Okay, and that's going to go on a black mat. And then this can go down. And then on to the card. Oh, I think I scored that a little crooked. I'll fix it later. So there is that one. So here's the first one. So that's the original one. I did like that, a little bit lighter. Here's the original one I did with that. A little different. Especially when you don't write down what you used. And then I did this one. So from that stamp, I just cut out these little characters and then glued them onto background. So those little trees come with it, and then I colored the rest. Just something a little different to be able to do with that set. So let's get them in camera. And thanks everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. No, can only hear the storm. Oh, in Ohio it's storming too. It's crazy, like all over. It really is. Yeah, so this is a good set for, you know, if you want to color a little bit. I didn't try doing one without coloring, because you'd have to color something on it to make something pop out a little bit. But anyway, I'll be back on Saturday coloring on my sharing page, and on Sunday with, you know my motto, it'll be something. Oh, I don't know what, but it'll be something. I confuse myself. So I will see you then. Thanks everybody for joining me. Good night.